If you were trying to get ChatGPT to recommend your business, this is the 5-step process that's going to get you the closest to achieving that you're probably going to find online. This is the process that we've been using to get ourselves found over and over and over and over, despite the fact that 6 months ago, we were nowhere for any of these requests. All right, let's jump into it. Step number 1, we need to do audience needs research. This is not keyword research. We're figuring out how is our target audience asking for the things that we provide. Back in the day, it would be stuff like, well, are they looking for a car accident lawyer or are they looking for a car accident attorney? That's not what I'm talking about. Let's say for argument's sake, you're a dermatologist. Obviously, you'll throw into that bucket dermatologist, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, or wherever you're located. But you may actually want to monitor things like dermatologists in Cherry Hill that accept Independence Blue Cross. Things like dermatologists that get rid of acne scars. You may want to monitor female dermatologists, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You're putting together a list of all the different ways that someone's going to look for what you do and who you are. And in step 2, you're going to monitor that by performing searches over and over and over and over and over and over. It's important to understand that ChatGPT, Google's AI mode, Gemini, these are all probabilistic systems, meaning you can request the same exact thing 17 times and potentially get 17 different approaches even to answering it. In the example that I just gave you, you can see that sometimes you have these cards that pop up. Sometimes you get these lists. The results are constantly changing. And sometimes it'll even go as far as to rely on its training data and not even perform a web search. Now, the goal here is not to see where you're ranking necessarily, although you do need to establish a baseline. Basically, how frequently do you pop up? What we're going for is the sources. So in step number 3, we want to see what websites are getting cited to pull together all of these recommendations. We go to the bottom of the results, we're going to click on sources, and we're going to see that some of these, in this case, are going to be things like 21 best medical SEO agencies, top 20 healthcare SEO companies. Then you're going to move over to the other results and see, well, are there different lists that are getting cited here? And in the next step, you're going to do outreach to all those websites. Get listed. Beg, borrow, steal, whatever you need to do to secure a top listing. In step number 5, you want to pay close attention to this thinking. So for example, when it comes to digital marketing agencies, I've seen that they very often bring up things like pricing details and claims, verifying case studies, which means that if you are trying to compete for this and you don't have any case studies and you don't talk about your pricing, you're at a disadvantage. You also want to read what the model is saying about your competitors, like this one right here, it's saying something about provider networks. I know for a fact that we don't mention anything about provider networks on our website, and we can help them. So at this point, we're going to really dig into what the model is saying about you, about your competitors, and that's when you go back to your website, and that's when we need to add content or edit the content. Then give it some time, perform all of these same searches that you've been monitoring, see how they've changed, and rinse and repeat.